Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new episode. It's going to be a very short episode because pew pew, the first shots of a price war may have just been fired. Yes, that's right. Let's be honest. When it comes to EVs, public charging has been and is currently very expensive. If you run your car on a wall box at home and you have a preferential rate of about 6 to 8 pence per kilowatt hour, this probably does not concern you. If you have not got a preferential rate and you're currently suffering 25 to 30 pence per kilowatt hour, this might concern you. But if you don't, and you are one of the many people who have electric cars and are living comfortably driving the car without home charging, then you use public chargers, and it's a bit expensive. It's, I'd say, equivalent to running a car that does about 30 miles per gallon. Now, for some people, that's normal life. That's okay. However, as I said, there may be a price war coming. So previously, I've had subscriptions to Fastned and to Ionity. And Fastned's subscription price was 54 pence per kilowatt hour, and I was paying was it £9.99 or £10.99? Around £10 per month for the privilege of paying 54 pence per kilowatt hour. And over the last couple of days, 3 major charge networks have changed their pricing. So Instavold, who basically have charges at almost every single McDonald's, it seems, have started a off-peak price plan. So if you use their app or you use one of their RFID cards, and you charge between the off-peak hours, which I will put on the screen below because I can't quite remember them off the top of my head, you will now be charged. You can now get a preferential rate. Instead of 87 pence per kilowatt hour, it is now 54 pence per kilowatt hour. Also, if you live in the northwest, BEEV have also dropped their prices from what was quite a, let's say, expensive. I think it was 81 pence per kilowatt hour. I'll have to double check. I think it was 81 pence per kilowatt hour. They've now dropped that down to 65 pence per kilowatt hour, which is not great, but it's a start. And if other charge points drop their price as well, then great. However, they have also done an off-peak rate. So their off-peak rate is 55 pence per kilowatt hour. Again, dropping it for those who charge at more, let's just say, non-peak times, where you just not during the rush hour. And then, so the third thing, people who have dropped their prices, well, they haven't dropped their prices. They are newcomers to the scene. And that is Arnold Clark. Now, for those in England, Arnold Clark and Scotland, Arnold Clark is a company that sells cars. And they've jumped on the bandwagon because they have seen a niche in the market. What is that niche in the market? Bookable charges. Now, I think this is kind of clever. Some people are worried about the fact that they'll get to a charger and there won't be any chargers at the charging location because somebody else will be on the charger. So what Arnold Clark have done is said, right, well, we're going to put banks of 6 chargers at our locations and you have to book them. And that way, somebody who's, let's say, going to do the shop at Aldi and the Aldi is next door to an Arnold Clark could go, right, okay, I'm going to do the shopping at 2 p.m. on Sunday, so I'm going to book a charger and I'll get my weekly charge whilst I'm in doing the weekly shop in Aldi. I say that example because that is the example that my daughter and my sister-in-law are currently looking at. So they are charging 55 pence per kilowatt hour standard. There is no off-peak, there is no on-peak. You can only access their charges during their operational hours, granted, which is up till 8 p.m, but still, they're 7 days a week and they're 55 pence a kilowatt hour. Now, are there cheaper charges out there? Yes, there are. Ionity still, if you do a subscription, are charging down at 43 pence per kilowatt hour, if I remember rightly. I will correct myself in the comments below or on screen now if that isn't the case. But the thing is, the quicker the more of these charge point operators or CPOs start to do this, the more the price war takes hold and the faster prices drop. They could easily be helped by the British government by dropping the VAT on charging or VAT on electricity from what is currently 20% to what is charged on domestic electricity, which will be dropping that down to 5%. That would help no end. But I don't think they're going to do that because currently they need all the tax they can get. Sorry for the quick episode, but I just wanted to put it out there that there does seem to be a price war, and I'm glad to see it as well. So if you have been, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe and all that. Use normal YouTube bump. And if you have been, thank you for watching. Bye.